It's not short, but it's also not very long. So, okay. Keto. I think I'll be done with this in like 20 minutes. And then I can head immediately to bed. SCP-1739 is contained in containment sector located inside. Experimentation plans regarding SCP-1739 must first be forwarded to the O5 Council for approval. Containment sector is to be constantly monitored. In the event that any individual spontaneously appear within containment sector, the O5 Council is to be immediately notified. Containment of SCP-1739's primary anomalous effects is executed under Operation Smokescreen. The overseeing Level 4 researcher has primary authority over the Operation Smokescreen and reports directly to the O5 Council. The details of Operation Smokescreen are classified to the overseeing researcher and the O5 Council. SCP-1739 is a Dell Latitude D800 laptop. SCP-1739 has proven impervious to all attempts at destruction. An executable file named gofetch.exe is located on SCP-1739's hard drive. Executing gofetch.exe opens 3 Windows applications. The first window contains an input field requesting date and time in Unix timestamp format. Only dates between January 1st, 2004, 1:18 GMT, and current time at the time of input are acceptable, with all others resulting in error message. Subject who and the number within the correct range will disappear. The second window appears to be a client application for an unknown chat protocol. Users are automatically given the handle branch prime. After subject disappears, the chat client can be used to communicate with individuals given handles that are variations of the name Isaac. These individuals claim to be Foundation personnel existing in a divergent timeline created by the disappeared subject. Temporal location to the destination determined to be the input Unix timestamp. The divergent timeline is reported to have been identical to this timeline in all respects until the spontaneous appearance of experimental subjects. If such claims are true, SCP-1739 is capable of transporting subjects backwards in time as far back as January 1st, 2004. The third window is a computer-generated animation of a dog chained to a doghouse. If a number is successfully entered, the animation changes to display a woman unleashing a dog and throwing the ball into the distance. The dog then runs off screen after the ball. After the time period ranging from 3 days to 7 months, the Isaac handle disconnects from the chat. At this point in time, the animation changes once more to display the dog running back with the deflated remains of the ball between its teeth. The dog discards the remains which fly off screen while the woman chains the dog back to the doghouse. On January 1st, 2004, SCP-1739 spontaneously appeared in containment containment sector, which was previously vacant. Level 3 clearance required. Chat log forward 3 weeks previously on January 20th, 2014, 10:30 p.m. GMT. D22314 has inputted a number corresponding to the present time minus 5 seconds into SCP-1739. Supervising Level 4 researcher Dr. represents Branch Prime. So does the Black Moon howl? Data expunged. Password exchange protocols is working then. I'm sending you the analysis of SCP-1739 taken after the 22314 appeared in this timeline. Isaac67 has uploaded. Our research team compared it to the analysis of SCP-1739 that was taken before D22314 appeared. The two are identical. There's nothing that suggests that a change of this timeline instance of SCP-1739 is what's causing us to spontaneously log out. Branch Prime. Isaac. And at the same time, the chance that I'm just some construct of the executable file itself is becoming increasingly unlikely, isn't it? Well, who knows? Check log 19. Does the Black Moon howl? Data expunged. There's a breach of protocol, but it doesn't matter. In all likelihood, the O5 is going to censor this on your end, but they're too busy to stop me on this one. What's happening? I have answers. I know what I'm going to disconnect I'm going to disconnect very shortly. But first, a question: is your world ending? I don't know what you're talking about, and no, I have no reason to believe that the world is ending. I hope you're not acting. Well, I know you're not acting because I'm not. And no amount of pressure or coercion can change that, which means the same for you. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. I need to go to the O5 Council. When they ask you why you come, give them this document. Isaac67 has uploaded. The cause of the disconnect is the destruction of this universe, but while this universe is ending, yours isn't. There's only one point of divergence. We don't know whether this thing is meant to put people on a lifeboat or exile them from sinking the ship. The latter seems far more likely, regardless. I want you to read the document before you give it to the O5. Look for the warning signs. There are certain patterns that hold the universe together. And I know, but you don't. The heat death is only the beginning. Afterwards, 3 hours later, Isaac67 disconnected. Level 4 clearance required. Chat log 25 experimental procedures has been reproduced using D22358 as test subject. Does the Black Moon howl? Data expunge. It's Isaac 132 now. I realized that they really could have not chosen the worst person to research this object. I would strongly recommend that you resign immediately. Please explain. I'm surprised that you think that. It's written in glasses of water and daily class F medication, but don't worry about that. I'm trying to be as private as I can. You already know what I want. You already know what I know. What's your point? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And thank you. For what? At last I found the meaning to life and existence. This entire universe was made for one specific, terrible purpose. I'm about to fulfill that purpose. SCP-1739 has nothing to do with the exile or salvation, the lifeboat/sinking ship analogy. That, the other one proposed, is incorrect. SCP-1739's usage is responsible for the destruction of this universe in the first place. Ultimately, the animation in the third window is the key. It's nothing but a cheeky metaphor for the apocalypse. What? Let me explain. I followed the plan, I knew the warning signs, I used them to see the end coming. It's no natural phenomenon. All signs seem to indicate that what's about to destroy us is actively relevant. It comes out of time and space and tracks its prey. We can even see where it's last been, the universe that was destroyed in the previous experiment. The end is a dog, something incomprehensible, terrible in both senses of that word. Something that can destroy an entire universe just by passing its shadow over it. But I could also see that somebody had chained the dog to a doghouse. Wait, why is there a problem if the dog is chained? I'm not quite sure about that question yet, not that I have time to answer it anyway. I guess that either the chains are too weak, the dog is too strong, or there are some things that even chains cannot hold. But the Foundation has encountered the same problem before, so we can infer what's happening here. We contain items that can't be held entirely by chains. If we can't completely stop the object from doing something, if the object can find a way around whatever restrictions we place, then sometimes the best bet is to take off the chain in a control setting and let the object's anomalous properties manifest where they won't do damage to anything important. That's gonna be hard. I mean, the desert maybe. Why? They're not what? If we can. Oh yeah. In this case, the dog is the object in containment, and SCP-1739 is a very elaborate and specifically designed special containment procedure operating on that same principle. I think I understand. Upon reflection, that's quite sickening. This device would send people back into the past, creating entire branch timelines. As sacrificial distraction? To what end? Throw balls in a game of threats to keep the dog's energy in check. Ah. Well, as an employee of the Foundation, I can't complain, can I? You wouldn't complain either way. Yes, you're right. I am very selfish after all. Oh, well, that's not the point. Somewhere there is a person living in a timeline where SCP-1739 never deposited a traveler from the future. This person very much does not want to be the mad dog to go too restless. Your Foundation and your 5 counselors should hope that they are existing in this timeline. Stop sending people back into the past. Alright, I'll forward this information to 5 counselors even if they don't appear in the pair. She said that the ethics committee will. How much time do you have left? A couple seconds, but I've spent my entire life patiently waiting. I have no intention of hurrying now. It's rather surreal for you, isn't it? It is. I'm envious, huh? Haha. Well, it's been a pleasure. ASIC-132 has disconnected. Afterwards, following a evaluation of the previous test log, the O5 Council has transferred Doctor to a different project. Ethics committee investigated the investigation going on. We finished it. Oh my god. Okay, YouTube. Nobody ever fucking doubt me. 5.5 hours of reading. I am so tired. But nobody ever doubt me that I don't read these things, or that I pretend to read through them, or that I'm saying that I'm reading through them, but I actually am not. If I ever see any of those comments, I'm gonna lose my mind, because I do read them. I do pay attention. But for now, for YouTube subs, I wish you all a good morning, afternoon, evening, and the Afros with you. I am so tired.